Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a highly requested video from you guys, which is all about my makeup brushes. It's probably going to be long and intense, so let's get started. Okay, so first of all, this is all my brushes, and I keep them in this little flower pot I believe I got from IKEA. It's just kind of nice to keep them all in one spot. So you're not like randomly wasting time trying to grab them. So the first brush I'm going to talk about is my foundation brush, which is a Sonia Kashuk 130. Looks like this. I love this brush. This is the only brush I use for applying powder foundation. This is not for liquid, only for powder. And it just buffs powder into the skin beautifully. I'm obsessed with it. I use it every day because, as you know, I use powder foundation. I would highly, highly, highly recommend this brush. I believe it's only $12 maybe. I'll have all the brush names down below in case you guys want to check them out. I actually got my mother and sister one for Christmas as well. So obsessed with this brush. Really, really good quality for how much it costs. So my next brush is Sigma Flat Kabuki 180. And this is for applying liquid foundation. This is a lot of people's holy grail liquid foundation brush. What I normally do is pump some foundation on the back of my hand, dip my brush in it, start off with dabbing motions, kind of circular, moving into circular to help blend it out. Yeah, so I really like this. I believe this runs around, I don't even know, 18 maybe. Yeah, definitely check this out if you are a liquid foundation wearer because this is awesome. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative liquid foundation brush than the Kabuki F80 from Sigma, I would recommend this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I would recommend this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. It's a lot cheaper, it's dense, it's a little rounded, but I've used it once or twice. It applies pretty good. I still like this Sigma brush better. However, if you're looking for a cheaper brush to get started, I would definitely recommend the Real Techniques face brush. Also, what I'm going to be talking about is my beauty blender, which I know isn't necessarily a brush. However, this is amazing for applying liquid foundation as well. I actually would probably prefer to use this for my liquid foundation just because it is going to soak up some extra product and it's really easy to apply to your face. If you get too much product, like I said, it'll soak it up, which is kind of nice. You're not like left with excess dry, cakey foundation on your face. Not cute, people. Not cute. Also, I use the tip for applying my under eye concealer, which I'm obsessed with. This is the only thing I use to apply my under eye concealer. It's just my holy grail. It's amazing. This runs about $18, but highly recommend it. You do need to replace it every 3 months. Now, an alternative to applying your under eye concealer if you don't want to spend money on a beauty blender every 3 months, which is understandable. I also have this Sonia Cashin number 121 brush. It's kind of tapered like this, as you can see. And what I would do is apply my under eye concealer with my finger and then dab in with this brush. I still like this brush. It will soak up some of the excess product, but I don't feel like it gives you as flawless looking as the beauty blender. But this is definitely a great alternative. If my beauty blender is dirty one day or if I can't find it, I will use this. Okay, moving on to setting my under eye concealer, which, as I've told you before, is very, very important because you don't want little crease marks underneath there. Ugh, not cute. Because I already have lots of wrinkles underneath there. Tanning when I was younger, long story. So anyways, this is Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35. And I know it says it's a highlighter brush, but what I use it for is setting my under eye concealer. So what I do is I'll dip it in my Makeup Forever translucent powder and then I just literally dab it. Don't swipe, because if you're swiping it, it's literally going to swipe away the concealer you just put there. Just dab it to set your under eye concealer and you're good to go. Only brush I use to set my under eye concealer. Also, another setting brush that you can use if you don't want to spend money on the Sigma brush. This is a Real Techniques setting brush and you can find this at Ulta. I believe it's like $5 or $6 maybe. I haven't actually used it to set my under eye concealer yet, but I did get it as a backup in case my other one is dirty, and I'm sure it works, you know, perfectly well, and it's way cheaper. So definitely check out Real Technique brushes. They're pretty good. Okay, moving on to contouring or bronzing. To contour my cheekbones and up along my head, I use this Sephora brush. What is this? Pro Contour Blush Contour number 74. So this is kind of a short, dense brush. What I do is dip one side into my contour powder and I just sweep it right here underneath your cheekbone, and then put it up here around my forehead because I do have a bigger forehead, so contouring it helps it look a little bit smaller, which I need in my case. This brush really packs on the color, which can be good and bad. So if I feel like I get a little too much on my face, I switch to Real Techniques blush brush, which I have 2 of these. This is the one that I use to blend out my contouring. If I feel like I have a little bit too much, I'll just swipe this out. And this gives you basically like an airbrushed look to your face, which I am obsessed with. You don't want any harsh lines. You don't want to walk outside and people can see like contour powder your skin color. And then I have another one, like I said, of the Real Techniques blush brush that I use for blush. Like I said, this gives you such an airbrush look to your skin. It's gorgeous. I love it. Now, I do have bigger features on my face. I do have a bigger face. So if you don't have as big cheek area as me, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this brush because it is very big unless you squeeze it a little bit to make it a little bit skinnier and then apply it to your face. But Real Technique brushes are amazing. You can find them at Ulta. I love them. So another blush brush I have if I want more concentrated color on my face is Studio and Professional. I'm pretty sure you can find this at Walmart. I don't even know. But this is what I like if I'm doing more of a heavy contour and then I just want blush right here. If I'm not looking for such an airbrushed feeling on the face and I want more concentrated color, I use this smaller angled brush, which I really, really love, which I use today to apply my blush. Okay, so a lot of people ask me about what kind of big fluffy brush I use. And this is my all-time favorite. It's Sonia Kashuk. Again, you can find it at Target. Number 100. Look how big and fluffy this brush is. Sorry if it's a little dirty. Ugh, I need water. I love this brush for setting liquid foundation. That's basically what you're going to be using this brush for, or to touch up during the day if you get oily in the T-zone area. I'll dip this in some of my translucent powder and just dab it on my face. This is an amazing fluffy brush. It's super, super soft. It's not going to cake on your powder when you're setting your foundation, which is obviously you don't want to look cakey. So love, love, love this fluffy brush. I feel like I'm just like cruising through these. Like, am I not spending enough time talking about them? Okay, next up is my fan brush, which I'm sure all of you have seen me use in previous videos. This is a Sedona Lace FB01 brush. This brush is used for highlighting. It's so thick and full. I love it. So basically what I do is I just run some of my highlighter and then boom, on the tops of your cheekbones, down the bridge of your nose, on your cupid's bow, and then right here on your chin is the normal places to highlight. I really don't like highlighting with an actual highlighter because it's kind of shimmering on my forehead. Kind of defeats the purpose of trying to look matte and not greasy, you know what I'm saying? But this is a beautiful, beautiful brush for highlighting. It gives you a blown out airbrushed effect and I love it. And I think this was like $7 maybe. Super cheap. If you're looking for something to help you conceal dark spots, age spots, acne, what have you, I would totally recommend this brush, which is from Crown Brush. It's number C455. It's almost like a little tiny kabuki brush, flat on the top, and what I normally do is apply a little bit cover up to my face and then I just like pat around it, and this kind of concentrates the foundation in one area. Just don't forget to, you know, kind of go around the blemish as well because you don't just want like one spot. Boom. So this brush is really, really good, like I said, to help cover up your acne, dark spots, what have you. So these are all the brushes that I use on my face when applying my foundation, my blush, my contour, my highlighting. There's a couple brushes in here I didn't go over because I don't really use them, and if I don't really use them, I don't really want to be telling you guys about them, so you go out and buy them and think, this brush sucks. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. My arms look fat. Anyways, I got this little, like, I guess it's like a, why can't I think of it? Flower pot. Dirt. So not cute. What I normally do is pump a couple foundation. What I normally do is pump a couple, wiping. It's going to swipe away. Really fun. Basically, make it look like, and you don't want to spend an excess amount of money on the Sigma brush, on the Sigma okay, what else do I have? Another, if you're not going to use your beauty, blah, blah. Excuse me.